The playoff phase for the Trackmania Grand League's first official season is here, and the winner for Bira season is the man right next to me, Kappa. Kappa once again back at the tournament, now the defending champion. Are you prepared to defend your title?
I think so. I think I'm prepared enough, even though we only had a limited amount of time, especially for us that had exams. So, but I mean, 2 weeks for 10 maps is just enough, I think. But I unfortunately has to cancel my attendance for LES. So yeah, at least I'm well prepared for this one. Yeah, so I'm ready.
Is that the reason for being prepared for the Trackmania Grand League, that you're not like Call Junior training the 7 other maps as well?
I didn't feel like being on the top level on 17 maps in 2 weeks. I only had 2 weeks because of exams, so I think it was a smart decision for me. Maybe I could have played it just for fun, but on the other hand, you have to consider the expenses for staying 2 or 3 days longer, and it's also BIOS, so I had to bring my own PC, and I just refused to do so.
So can you tell people, you said it's shorter preparation time now compared to, let's say, the beta season. How would you say that preparation overall has been then compared to beta season? Was you more prepared and more confident, or?
Definitely or overall the PBs of the players are not that close from being maxed. Maybe people won't be as consistent as they were last time, but I think other than that we are fine.
People call the first semifinal already the grand final. How do you see the semifinal being played out between you, Call Junior, Twin, and Papu?
It's really hard to predict because it's the first game of the day. It's also very early. Well, it's going to be played at 2 p.m. But still, the first matches of everyone are always different.
Yeah.
People are a bit more shaky. And with the double elimination bracket, you also know that you can afford losing once. So I think it's pretty much anyone's game. I'm not gonna lie. Also, the second semifinal is very hard to predict on paper, but also because of the circumstances that are here.
What do you mean by circumstances?
First game of the day, like different circumstances, like different computers. Also, me and Scrappy had some screen issues, like 144 hertz was very laggy, but we tried to change it to 120 hertz, and for some reason it works much smoother, which doesn't make any sense to me, but it is what it is. So we will game on 120 hertz with Scrappy, the others we 144, but I think it's fine.
It's a long day here, starting at 2 o'clock, and if you reach a grand final, it's at 10:30. What do you do to actually keep the motivation up for so long, to keep the concentration up for so long?
I don't know, I got myself 3 cans of Monster.
Hello.
Yeah, I think it will be fine. This is actually the first time we have such a long break between the matches, so it's kind of split into 2 days because you can really play differently afternoon and in night. But I think the fact that the decisive matches will be played so late favors me because I'm used to play very late.
Yeah.
So as long as I survive this afternoon session, I think this can be my defending edition.
Yeah. Is you only happy with the first place here? I mean, you have won a lot of titles now. Is it almost like you attend the event and nothing else between the first place is good enough for you?
Well, it's not necessarily only about winning the title, but I just wanna play my good game, my best game possibly. But for example, last year at Gaming Winterfest, I won, but I knew I could have performed much better, and I was disappointed about myself. So winning the title doesn't necessarily mean that I will be happy. And on the other hand, if I for example end up second after playing a really good game, but I still end up losing to Papu or Carl Jr., which is very well possible because they are really prepared, they are really good. So if I lose to someone after playing a very good game, I wouldn't be mad, I'd say, because that means they would be just better.
People who follow you know that after joining Team Sampi, you got a motivational boost and eventually won the world title for the first time. Now you're once again joining a new team in Veloce. How does this help your motivation that now you're finding a new home, maybe even getting better circumstances? And can you tell us, are you more motivated now that you have a new team?
I think I'm still the same. I'm honestly really happy that I still have the hunger inside of me. I'm still very craving to win titles and to practice. So yeah, looking at some other players that are losing motivation over time, I'm glad I'm still there. It's still inside of me, and I know I can really rely on myself in terms of giving 100% to the practice and also being focused during the matches. So yeah, I know I can rely on myself in that. Maybe that changes over time, like other real life responsibilities really play a role. But as long as I have such a strong team behind myself, like Veloce is right now, it helps me a lot. So I can focus on Trackmania more in 2020. Yeah.
Last question from me. Let's have a prediction. Who is going to be the first official winner of the Trackmania Grand League?
Well, the first official was me, so that's the answer. But if you're asking me who's going to win season 1,
Yeah.
I don't know. I doubt it will be someone from the other semi-final, even though all of the players look very good. But I don't think any one of those have the capability to take it all. I don't know. It will be someone from the first semi-final.
There you have it. You can watch the first semi-final at 2 o'clock and the grand final at 10:30. That's it. Bye bye.